Welcome back to HTML5 Beginner's Course, Lesson 9, Intro to Styling and Next Steps. In this lesson, we'll look at the class attribute, the ID attribute, style tag, using external style sheets, and next steps after learning HTML. So for this lesson, let's create a new file. Let's call it 09 styling.html. And then let's go ahead and create our document in Emmet with an exclamation mark and the tab, and change our title to Lesson 9. In the body, let's create an H1 tag with a class name by using a dot. And the class name we'll use is header. And we'll say my heading. And then let's create another H1 with an ID of special. And we use the pound sign for the ID. And we'll say this is a special heading. And then below that, let's create a paragraph tag. And we'll say this is special. And let's create a span also with an ID of special text. All right, let's save this and go take a look at our HTML code in Emmet prior to adding styles. All right, we can see that we have our two headings and our paragraph text, and nothing special about them. But we just wanted to take a look at them before we styled them, so when we apply our styles, we'll know what changes. So we'll go back to VS Code and we'll add some styling to this. Now there are three ways we can add style to our HTML. The first we've seen in other videos, and that's by using the style tag. So we'll create another paragraph and we'll say style equal to color, and we'll use blue. And this is called inline styling because we write it right in line with our HTML code. The next way we can do this is by opening a style tag in our head. And we want to target our header, so we'll use a dot to symbolize we're targeting a class, and header. And we'll open up our curly black brackets and we'll add to it a background color of blue and a color, which is the color of the text, of white, and padding of 40 pixels, which is the space around the element, and a text align of center to center our text. Now let's go save that and take a look at what we get in our browser. Now we can see that we've got our header here, and it's got a very nice background of blue with our heading centered in the header. So now let's go take a look at how to work with the ID attribute. Now to target our ID attribute, we use a pound sign and special because we named our ID special. And then we do the same thing. We open up our curly brackets and we add the content we want to use. So here, let's do a color of red and a font size, make our text a little bigger, and let's do 24 pixels. And let's save it and go take a look in the browser. Now as we see, we have our red text that we targeted with our ID. Let's now go take a look at using external style sheets instead of our internal styling. Now that we've seen our internal styling, or styles coming from inside of the HTML document in the head tag, let's comment them out. And we'll just say, these are internal styles. And then let's take our ending comment tag and cut it and paste it below the style tag. And then let's create a new document, and we'll call it style.css. And from our styling, let's take the actual styles we applied, copy, and paste them into our style.css. And let's make a few changes just to prove we've made changes and it's coming from a different source. And let's change our background color to green. And let's change our special color to purple. And let's save that. Go back to our styling.html. And let's add a link to that page by doing link and a CSS link. And linking to our styles.css file. And let's save that. And go take a look now in the browser. Now we can see that our heading is green and our special text is purple. So it's coming from that external style sheet. So we've learned about inline styling, internal styling, and external styling. Now that you've learned enough HTML to start developing web pages, the next step would be to learn CSS so you can style those web pages, and then JavaScript give your web pages interactivity. You can start learning CSS in my CSS Beginners course. There'll be a link posted below in this lesson to the playlist.